Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
How are you feeling today?
I'm fine.
Good, sir.
Fine, thank
What about
you.
you?
How about you,
How about you,
sir?
sir?
I'm really good. Thanks for asking. So, since we haven't met each other, let me introduce myself for a little bit so we can know each other better. My name is Haidir Algi GF. You can call me Mr. Haidir. I'm from Universitas Negeri Malang, and I'm doing my internship program in the school for the next several months. So hopefully we can get along and be good friends, yeah? All right, to begin with, I would like to check the attendance. Is anybody here? Is anybody absent?
No, sir. All of us are here.
Sir.
Nobody absent, sir. We're complete.
Great. So next, can I have the captain of the class to lead us to pray? Who is the captain of the class?
Yes, sir. I'm the captain of the class.
Yes, Ejra, please.
Yes, sir. All right, before we start our lesson today, let's we pray together. Amen.
Amen. All right, students. So let me share my screen. All right. Can you see my slide, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So today we're going to be talking about simple present tense. Yeah. For your information, there are about 12 tenses in English, right? But for today's topic, we're going to be talking specifically about simple present tense. First and foremost, I would like to know and check your background knowledge about this particular tense. Anybody know what is simple present tense? How far do you understand about this certain tense? Anybody want to try? Any ideas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Brahma.
The simple present says that something was true in the past and it's true in the present and will be true in the future.
Wow. Yes, that's correct. It's true all the time, right? What about the others? Anyone?
Let me try, sir.
Yes, Bagas.
The simple present tense is used to express habitual or everyday activities.
Everyday activities. Yes, that's a good one. Can I have one of the girls? Girls, please speak up. Any girls in this class?
Me, sir.
Yes, Pinoy.
Simple present tense express general statements or fact and general truths.
Yes, that's true as well. Okay, yes, I think most of you already know the definition of this simple present tense, but it doesn't mean you don't need to study it anymore because there are more and further details that we need to understand as well. So today, I'm gonna be giving you the explanation about when actually can we use this simple present tense. So I have summarized 4 situations. Yeah, there are 4 situations that we can use this specific tense. Number 1, we can use simple present tense to talk about activities that repeat regularly. For example, routines and habits. So these are the 2 examples. Number 1, Peter goes to work by bus. Yes, this is a routine, right? And secondly, I drink coffee every morning. So drinking coffee every morning is the habit of I in this subject, right? So yeah, that's the first one. talking about routines and habits. Simple present tense can be used to explain, to show about routines or habits. And the next one, we can use simple present tense to talk about permanent situations and states. So the example of permanent situation is the first one. I have 2 cats and a dog. So at the present, at the moment, you have 3 pets, right? Which are 2 cats and a dog. Uh, that's a permanent situation at the moment, yeah? What about the state? What does it mean? It means what do you feel at the most of time? So for example, the second one, the second example, it shows that the Smith do not enjoy big parties. So the Smiths maybe do not like a crowd or noisy situation. That's why they prefer maybe, like small parties instead. So this is state of feeling. What do you feel the most of time? So yes, the second situation, you can use simple present tense to show about permanent situations or states of your feeling, yeah, or expressions. And the third one, we can use simple present tense to talk about general truth or facts, like Pino said just now. Yes, you are correct, Pinoy. We can, talk about general truths or facts using simple present tense. For example, number one, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Yeah, this is true, right? This is, you know, scientifically correct. You cannot deny this fact, right? That's why it includes in general truth or fact. And second example, as you can see on my slide, if you mix yellow and blue, you get green. You get green is a simple present tense, right? If you if you combine the color of yellow and blue, it will be green. That's a fact, right? Now, in this kind of case, you can use simple present tense just to show the fact, right? And the last one, the earth is round. That's also scientifically true. You cannot deny this fact. It's already proven by the research, right? That's why in the case of general truth or facts that you cannot deny, that is not changed, it's already settled, you can use simple present tense to show the sentence, yeah? And the last situation, we can use simple present tense to talk about future official events or timetables which we cannot change. What does it mean? It means like fixed or absolute schedules. So maybe some of you have ever taken a flight, you bought the ticket and there's a certain time, right? Specific time schedule already settled down. That's uh, the information that you can say, that you can tell using simple present tense. So for example, in this case, there are two examples. Number one, the train leaves at 6:25 in the morning. So at 6:25 in the morning is a fixed schedule, right, from the train. So you can use leaves as the present verb for the subject of train. And the second example, as you can see, the lessons start at 8 a.m. This is also absolute schedule that you cannot change, that you cannot control. It's already agreed by you or maybe your teacher or your tutors or whatsoever. The point is it's already settled down, it's already fixed and absolute. That's why in this situation, in this case, you can also use simple present tense. All right, so those are the 4 situations that we can use simple present tense. All right, let's move on. Now, let's talk about the adverbs of time. Anybody still remembers what is a time adverbial? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ajra, please.
Uh, Time time adverbials is a word or a phrase that tells us about when the
Mhm.
sentence is taking place.
Exactly. Yes, it's obviously stated uh, in the title, right? Time adverbials, or the adverb of time is a word or phrase that explains about is it when it is taking place, right? So there are many examples of adverbs of time in English. Like I have written here. Anybody want to help me to read this loudly for your classmate?
Me, sir.
Yes, Erita, please.
Always, usually, regularly, every morning, every night, every evening,
Mhm.
every afternoon, often, sometimes, occasionally, from time to time, twice a week, rarely, seldom, once a month, hardly ever, never, and extra, etc.
Great, Erita. It's once a month, by the way. All right. Yes, thank you for helping me. Yeah, these are the examples of adverbs of time. You have to be mindful. Yeah, you have to remember that just because you find the word always in a sentence, it doesn't mean it is simple present tense. Yeah, this is only one of characteristics, one of uniqueness of simple present tense sentences. Yeah, it doesn't mean uh, all sentences using always is simple present tense. You can use always in the past tense as well. If it happened in the past, right? If you do it always in the past. So, but most of the time, simple present tense, I mean, sentences using simple present tense, most likely using these examples of adverbs of time. Yeah, I think it's already clear. Next, I think it's time for you to do your individual assignment. I want you do this individually. So please make a sentence using simple present tense like we have discussed for each situations. Yeah. So I want you to make one example for routine or habit, one example for permanent situation or state, and one example for general truth or fact, and one example for fixed or schedule, absolute schedule. So at the end of the day, you're going to have at least 4 sentences, yeah, for examples for each situations. If you want to add more, if you want to write more, that's okay. That's better, yeah, for your practices. You're going to have 5 minutes to finish this work. Do you have any questions before we do this assignment?
Sir,
Yes,
I want to ask,
yes, Hermin. Sure.
where do where do we submit the assignment?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Hermin, for reminding this issue. So you can submit that via email. I'm going to give you my email address on the chat box. You may check it now. Also, you can write your sentences on a paper, handwriting. It's okay. Take a picture of it and just send it, attach it on email. Or the other alternatives, you can just type it down on your Microsoft Office. I mean Microsoft Word, and just send the document to my email. Is that clear, Hermi?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So your 5 minutes to finish this work starts now, students. Good luck. All right, students, I have received your works. Thank you. It's only 3 minutes, but you have finished your work really, really fast. Okay, so do you have any questions before we end up the class?
Sir, I want to ask,
Yes, Ega, sure.
what is the main difference between permanent situations or states and general truths or facts?
Wow, yes, that's a tricky one, Ega. You got me really, really critically. Yes, the second situation that I have shown you, and the third one have similar, uh, you know, have similarity, right? They're a little bit similar. The main difference that you can notice is that when you are talking about permanent situations or states, it's not always permanent actually. Yes, you can say I have 2 cats and a dog. It means you have 3 pets, but maybe in the next 5 days, your dog or one of your cats might die, right? Who knows? There's a there's this possibility in the future. Or maybe you wanna adopt one more cat or you wanna add one more dog tomorrow. Who knows, right? Your moods are changing. So yes, I know this. I wrote that this permanent situation, but it's only permanent at the present, at the moment, at this time. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not changing in the near future. There will be always these possibilities in this second situation. But comparatively, it is different case with this third one. In the third situation, when you're talking about general truth or facts, there is no such possibilities. Yeah, the sun rises in the east. It's in Indonesian word mutlak, right? It's absolute, no doubt, no questions. It's already proven by the researcher. It's scientifically 100% true and correct. So there is no such possibilities in this kind of situation, except your gut or my gut decide differently, right? Maybe it's kiamat time, so maybe the sun rises in opposite, uh, you know, you know, that's why. But other than that, there is no such possibilities in this situation. Is that clear, Ega? Is it answering your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Ega. All right. I think the time is up, students. We have spent almost 20 minutes for this class. I hope that these materials would be beneficial, would be helpful for your further study. We have talked about 4 main situations when we can use simple present tense. And last but not least, please, please, please uh, be safe in this kind of pandemic situation and stay healthy and don't forget to stay happy. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you very much. See you in the next meeting. Bye.
Thank you,
Sir.
sir. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir. See
sir.
you.
See
Well,
you.